Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. We are back with TSM drama once again. The story that just keeps on giving, the story that just keeps on getting crazier and crazier. You know, as soon as it seems like we have gotten to the end of the TSM drama, meltdown, debacle, and hey, we're going to hit the bottom and things are going to start getting better, right? Like, we're going to start this long, multiple year potentially climb back up to, at least the right direction for TSM. Maybe being good one day, maybe, having their shit together one day, maybe having everything under control one day. No, things get worse and more stuff comes out. In this video today, we're going to be talking about all kinds of new information, just trying my best to keep you guys up to date on everything that's going on. But there is really so much stuff going on. There's so many rumors. There's so much speculation. There's so much misinformation. But like I said, I'll be giving, my best shot at getting all that information out to you guys, because you guys know that's what I love to do. And I know and think it's what you guys like. I mean, the last couple of videos have done really well. Obviously, eventually this weekend, we're going to actually get to some games. We're going to get to see how TSM performs on the Rift. We're going to get to see how Yursan does and all this stuff. But until then, we got to go over this stuff. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate that a ton. And subscribe to stay up to date on my latest content. With that being said, let's get right into this one. So the first major thing coming out about this whole situation is this. This was posted on the League of Legends subreddit, on the TSM subreddit. This is all over the place because this is really big. TSM Shenny, phone recording translation when streaming before substitute drama. Now, to my understanding, this is streamed on Bilibili, which also, to my understanding, is the Chinese version of like Twitch, a live streaming platform. Obviously, this is all in Chinese, Mandarin, whatever. So I don't understand any of it. It's all translated. We're kind of at the mercy of the translation and the translator as well. But hey, they break down this conversation that Shenny is having with River, not Dignitas River, but Fun Plus Phoenix Blaze River, which again is the academy team for FPX, a former teammate of Shenny, and they just have this conversation. So let's just go over it, and I don't know, you guys got to see it first. So Shenny is the S, River's the R, obviously. Shenny says, hey, how are you recently? Are you happy? River says, not bad. Next year when you rise to fame, please take me back, or I would take you away if I rise to fame. You choose either way. Now, obviously, you have to understand that not all, tone and sarcasm or joking or, stuff is going to come through text. So over text, it's going to seem like a lot of it is probably, just really blunt. Some of it could be joking. Some of it could be sarcastic. Some of it could be in a playful manner. But obviously, that doesn't sound great, as a message in text. Please take me back. And then, River says, take me away. To where? Rise to fame. You got last, even in North America. How would you let me wait for your success? It's hard for me to trust you. That's a banger line. That's funny. Again, they're friends. I'm sure that's a joke. I'm sure that's, meant in good manner. Shenny said, you know nothing about it. You think my command shot calling is not good enough. River says, I've seen that game. You're 1-8, and you keep trolling. Me, 1-8. Did you see that game? Just watch level 1. We both lost our bot flash. Our bot lost both flash. I didn't. You've already went 1-8 when I started watching. Enemy support is going to be level 2, and our AD did not realize it. Oof, that's not good. Calling out tactical, especially live on stream publicly. Like, why are you doing that? He said you can teach him, and he said, Jesus, is that a thing that needs to be taught? When the other bot lane's going to hit level 2, and that when the other bot lane's about to hit level 2, we got to watch out. That's funny. Also shows, hey, there might be, some not great things going on behind the scenes. But again, maybe he's joking, maybe he's being playful. But either way, if I'm tactical, I'm not loving that, even in a joking manner. But, whatever, I digress. Haha, you need to show your tattoo. If he did not know it, next time you could tell him how you got your tattoo. Don't know what that means. Shenny says, mainly because our communication is too bad. Zoe was moving bot then in-game. Kaido said, Zoe here. How would I know where is fucking here? Not sure about if Kaido pings a certain place in game. That's super funny from Shenny, though. I was in a team fight then. To be honest, our bot played well enough in that game. In that team fight, when I reached level 6, I was faster than enemy Tom. I went to mid lane first and won a R flash to make Zoe back fountain. Just bad communication. What a pity. In English? Definitely in English. There's no Chinese except me and Kaido. What about Korean? Me and Korean? Of course, I could speak some simple Korean. but I suppose Korean is not that hard. I could say some MOBA terms like go mid. I've also learned English well and know most of the game terms. So what's wrong with the communication? Obviously, he's saying, hey, if you speak English, what's going on with communication then? What's the issues? And Shenny says, they don't let me shot call. They think my shot calling is a piece of shit. That doesn't sound good. That is a problem. Shenny said, what do you think of my shot calling? He said, to be honest, you're good at shot calling. Right. When I was in Fun Plus Phoenix Blaze, shot calling is your strength. He says, sure. I've talked to them that shot calling is my strength. I was in shot calling role when I was in both Fun Plus Phoenix Blaze and Fun Plus Phoenix when we played a couple of games for them. In those 2 games in FPX, I also did some shot calling. I never expect that one day someone would regard my shot calling and ward position as a piece of shit. What about my ward position? Say it. I've checked the stats. My ward score is in top tier in this league. What do you think of my shot calling and ward position? He said, your shot calling is pretty good. Your ward position, no impression. Is there any advanced operation in ward placement? Only if it's not too bad and there would be no problem. He says, it sure brings no impression, but think about it. Isn't that what we know where the enemy Jung is every time when we played together? Shenny said, it's okay. Next week, I will be in shot calling role, which would be invincible. And again, this is funny because, hey, he might be in a shot calling role, but he's in academy, so he's not going to be shot calling for the LCS. But, maybe, hey, let me be the shot caller. And TSM's like, yeah, sure, man, you can be the shot caller of the academy team. Hey, I don't know, whatever, but that's what's going on. He's not shot calling LCS. He's benched. Mainly because they want me to know the LCS style. Do you know what the LCS style is? What? LCS style is farm to 30 minutes, waiting for your double carry point. He's talking about, like mid and 80 carry. Why don't you let them farm? Why don't you let them not farm? Just let them engage. I want to, but all of them. Are you training in base? No, he's at home. They just kind of, have a little bit of other banter and stuff. But man, a lot of not great quotes from Shenny there. It seems like he's very not happy at TSM. Maybe he's a little bit optimistic. Maybe he's like, hey, yeah, they're going to let me shot call. Maybe we can figure things out. But saying that, his shot calling is shit, saying that, having bad things to say about tactical, having bad things to say about the team, telling Kaido, you said here, what the fuck is here, all this stuff. Not a great look. Not a great look. And then, we heard from this Robert Haynes in Talking TSM, his little podcast that he does about TSM and stuff. He says some of his overall thoughts is he believes Shenny might be gone for good. He says likely gone for good. Again, I think it's mostly his opinion, but obviously he has some inside sources. He talks to people. He knows what's going on. I don't think he's heard that Shenny is gone for good. But again, just based off what Shenny's saying, what's going on, the organization benching him 2 weeks into the split, it doesn't sound great. It does not sound great what's going on with TSM right now. Also, we got word of, Travis saying, hey, a coaching staff member was let go, fired, whatever. This comes from Megito on Twitter. She said, according to Leaguepedia, TSM's assistant coach, Tonnington, was removed from the global contract database as of February 16th. So again, we don't know for sure that this is the guy who got fired, but Travis puts out a report. He gets removed from the global contract database that same day. I think it's safe to assume, again, at least unless we hear otherwise, that, hey, Tonnington was probably the guy who was fired. That's a whole other story, a whole other mess. I hope we get to find out what happened there, but that's also going on. And then we have this from Dominic Callis. He tweeted out, maintaining the privacy and ensuring the well-being of our players and coaching staff is one of my top priorities. In the future, I'll be talking more about LOL, but for now, there will be no additional updates. Thank you for understanding. And, one of my favorite comments from this post was, hey, same vibes, and we all know how that ended, dating back to, when TSM benched Alfari and, just kind of the statement stuff they put out, very vague, untruthful, all that stuff. And like I said, I like Dom. I think he's said a lot of good things. I think he's done a lot of good things. I think he's in a very, very hard position. I think it's going to be a struggle to get TSM out of where they are right now, and I really don't blame anything on him, but he is the guy that said TSM is going to have increased transparency. We're going to be open. We're going to be honest. We're going to talk to the fans. We're going to talk to the media, all that stuff. And so far, 2 weeks into the season, they've had a lot of stuff go wrong. They have some disasters going on behind the scenes very, very clearly. And hey, it's obviously not their job to give real-time updates, and that's not appropriate. And a lot of this stuff they're probably still dealing with and don't necessarily know entirely all of what's going on. But not only have they benched their starting support, who is a part of this rebuild, this long-term development process, 2 weeks into the season, they've now also fired a coach. And he says here, in the future, he's going to be talking more about LOL. Does that mean more changes are coming? Does that mean that more stuff's going to happen? There is some rumors going on behind the scenes right now. I don't know what's going to happen next for TSM, but there is rumors that more changes could be coming to TSM. could be coaching staff related, could even be LCS roster related with more changes. But hey, so far, TSM's not really being that open. They're not really being that transparent. They're not really being that honest. You just fired a coach 2 weeks into the season. You just benched your starting support 2 weeks into the season. This guy that's supposed to be the face of the franchise going forward or whatever. TSM is a mess right now, and there's still even more going on. I can't even include it all in this video. But yeah, I don't know. This is kind of my best job of recapping all the new latest stuff that I haven't covered in videos yet that's kind of going on. Also, I got blocked by Dunk. I've been blocked by Dunk before. He reached out to me, apologized, followed me. We had some good interactions. I was, nothing but nice to him. He then randomly unfollowed me, muted me on Twitter, and then now has, after some of the stuff and some of the things that I've said, and I even tweeted at him one time when he was talking about, shit takes by the media and narratives and storyline that everyone's creating. He was like, hey, everything's good behind the scenes. Look at, I'm here, our practice is going well, scrim's going well. And obviously things are not going on behind the scenes. So I quoted that tweet and was like, yeah, man, everything's going great behind the scenes, Kappa or something like that. And then I get blocked again. I've been a long time fan of this team, 8-9 years, putting tons of time, tons of money into this team. Have a couple comments when things are going bad, and kind of this is the response you get. So obviously I tweeted, when the going gets tough, the tough start blocking. TSM's a team that has always thrown shade. When they're on top, they're, making fun of CLG. They're making fun of Golden Guardians. They're making fun of all these teams, this and that. And then they're just kind of blowing smoke up their ass. Again, Dunk saying things going on behind the scenes when they're very clearly not. And trying to attack the media for making up shit takes and narratives and all this stuff. And then, hey, somebody turns it on him and he gets the blocking. Hey, that's totally fine. I can go on the rest of my life being fine, just blocked by Dunk. And hey, I hope he doesn't unblock me this time. I hope he doesn't try and reach out to me with some bullshit apology. And yeah, that's kind of that. We'll see how this all works out going forward. But make sure you tweet out, hey, #FreeGerm to help get me unblocked by some people in the space. That'd be absolutely awesome. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know about what you guys think is going on with TSM. Do you think it's an absolute mess? Do you think the media is blowing it out of proportion, having shit takes? Do you think Dominic and TSM and all these guys have it under control? Do you still like the future outlook for the team and the organization? I don't know. Maybe you guys do. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. I could be wrong about everything. Also, you can comment FreeGerm down below too. I would love to see that. Pretty much it for this video. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hope to catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.